Vendor master stores all supplier details used across purchasing and accounting. Wrong setup means wrong payments and wrong reporting. In today's session, we learned about vendor master configuration. So now let's understand what a vendor master is. In SAP S/4HANA, vendor master is master data that store all important information about a supplier or vendor. This information is created once and then reused across different business processes. So we don't need to enter vendor details again and again. Vendor master is mainly used in four key processes. First, in purchase orders using transaction ME21N, where we select the vendor to procure materials or services. Second, during goods receipt through MIGO, where SAP identifies the vendor against the purchase order. Third, invoice posting using MIRO, where the vendor invoices post and match with PO and GR. And finally, during payments, which are by the finance team, where SAP use vendors' bank and payments detail to make payments. So, in simple words, vendor master acts as a single source of truth for all supplier related transactions in SAP. Now, next, vendor master structure. Vendor master data in SAP is maintained at three levels. First, general data, which is client level and same for all company codes. It includes vendor name, address, contact details, tax number, and bank details. Second, company code data, which is FI level and specific to company code. It includes reconciliation account, payment terms, payment methods, tolerance group, and withholding tax. Third, purchasing organization data, which is MM level and specific to purchasing organization. It includes order currency, partner functions, pricing procedure, and GR-based invoice verification. Next, why vendor master is important in SAP MM. First, purchase orders. You cannot create PO without vendor. SAP requires a valid vendor for every purchase orders. Simple as that. Second, invoice verification. Invoices are checked against vendor data. If the vendor doesn't exist in the system, the invoice verification cannot happen. Third, correct payments. All payments information is stored in vendor master. This ensures that SAP pays the right vendor every time, avoiding mistakes. Finally, no duplicates. Vendor master prevent duplicate vendor, keeping the system clean and avoiding payments error. Without a properly maintained vendor master, your entire procurement and payment process can get stuck. So today's session ends here. Next we will do the hands-on part of vendor master configuration. If you found this session helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next session. Bye-bye.